And welcome into the Heritage School here in Newnan, Georgia. I am Brett Taylor. We'd like to thank you for joining us. We are on the road yet again and having a little fog-up trouble with our cameras here. Hopefully that doesn't spell bad things to come. But Westfield on the road taking on the Heritage Hawks here inside the Heritage School. And again, got Coach Fowler and Coach Farmer on the way. And we are having the captains announced here. Westfield comes in at 3-4 on the season off a hard-fought loss to the Strong Rock Patriots out of Locust Grove. So 0-1 in the region, taking on a region foe here tonight in the Heritage Hawks. We'll take a look at our keys to the game here for both teams. And for Westfield, they need to start fast and finish. They need pass protection. They got to limit the turnovers, play inspired on the road. So always tough to go on the road and get a victory. Heritage, they got to keep the Westfield wide receivers in front of them. They got to pressure Braden Gay in the pocket. Probably need some misdirection on offense, and they got to win the special teams. So those are the keys to the game here for both squads. And we will take a look also at our quarterback comparison as both teams have both quarterbacks with the number 2 on their chest. Number 2, Braden Gay, comes in with 78 completions on the season out of 156 attempts, 1,391 yards, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions with a 96.9 QBR. And Thomas Scoggins comes in 31 out of 64, 263 in the air, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 37.4 quarterback rating, and he's more of a runner, I would say. And then we'll take a look at the coaching matchup here. You have head coach Jake Copeland for the Heritage Hawks. Again, they come in 2-4. No region contest for them so far. They are ranked 5th out of the region here in Region 5. And then Westfield 3-4, 0-1 in the region. They are tied for 3rd in the region. So that kind of sets the stage here for the Westfield Hornets taking on the Heritage Hawks. So Westfield will receive the football. That back deep to receive is, trying to see who that is, Mason Easom, and Nicholas Free maybe goes into the end zone. So they'll start out at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
Thanks, Brett. Coach Fowler and I coming in hot.
You're welcome. Had to start things off, but hey, that's what happens when we have traffic on the interstate.
Yeah, a little field trip today to Columbus, and coming back from Perry to Macon to here. Coach Fowler and I coming in hot from the get-go. That's a pretty good kick in the rain. Yeah, that had life on it in this weather.
Out of breath, so if you hear me huffing and puffing a little bit.
Yes, I can't promise you on the camera work today because there's a big run for Westfield.
Jackson Hare.
The fog has been wreaking havoc on some of our equipment, all the water and whatnot, so you'll just have to bear with us here. It's a unique setup.
Yeah.
But dry, which is important.
Dry, to get up top, had to go through the middle of the concession stand. Smelling good. So Jackson Hare had a good week last week.
The kids were saying he had like 130 yards last week.
I believe it.
Little jet sweep there from St. Clair. And Jackson St. Clair breaks a few tackles and ends up with a big gain, Coach.
Yeah, and the first little cut where he squirted through the window there, that's a good run by the water bug. Good start. Didn't see the keys to the game, but I was thinking on the way up, Brett, one key for us is we haven't played well early at times, especially last week early, gave up some sacks and early in the Bleckley County game. So for this week, I would say we need to play well early, Coach Fowler.
Yeah, I'll show those again as we get to it, but we went through those, but we'll take a look at them as the game goes on.
For me, it's like, play well early.
Jackson Hare on the gain again off the right side, picks up about 5 yards. And the coach, second down and 5 is going to always be okay, right?
Yeah, that's, as you like to say, ahead of schedule.
Yeah, you want to avoid the 3rd and 6 plus. I mean, that to me has always been the goal. Even third down and 4 or less doesn't bother me.
Yeah, and the playing conditions tonight bode for running the ball.
Absolutely. And Hare around the right side, bounces it out wide. It's going to get drugged down from behind, but that's another big gain. Let's call it a gain of about 15, 14 yards there for Hare. And he's racking up the yardage early, Coach.
Yeah. It's a pretty facility. It's first time I've ever been to a football game at the Heritage School. It's quaint.
I was telling Coach Farmer on the way up here, I've been here once to play football and got my heart broken on a questionable call in the end zone. So hopefully I'll leave with better memories tonight.
So 1st and 10 for Westfield.
Ball hits the turf. Braden Gay's going to have to pick it up.
Just a good job there, right there by him, though. I mean, not trying to do too much. You lost it on the handle. Just get upfield, try to pick up some yardage.
Probably won't be the last time we see a ball hit the turf tonight in these conditions. The ball's going to be very wet.
And this is a kind of weather. You almost rather have pouring down rain than the misty.
And it's been doing this this is what, into the 3rd day now?
Yeah, so here are the keys to the game, and again, I got start fast and finish.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Absolutely pass pro and limit the turnovers. That's always the key. Yep.
So 2nd and 12 now.
That's a good
give
cut.
to Hare. He cuts it wide and fights for yardage. Good gain on the play. Going to set the Hornets up in about 3rd and 7 or so, which is certainly manageable. And you got to be thinking 4-down territory for sure.
I like the patience.
He's shown great vision, hasn't he, Coach?
Yeah, and he's I like a tall. I mean, tall halfback just kind of looks. I say halfback, and I say that because he's not a tailback. He's a running back, but
got really good feet, and when he really stretches his stride out, he's really fast. We haven't really been able to see that quite yet. But once he kind of gets out into the open and can stretch his stride, you'll be able to see how fast he actually is.
I like it. Coach Campbell calling the timeout. If Coach Fowler disappears tonight, it may be because he may need a potty break.
Oh, I thought maybe he might get grafted into helping out, like coaching or something, Dip back into the well there.
Yeah.
No, that
well of knowledge.
That ship has sailed into the night. But that large T on the way up hollered at me a little bit.
Yeah, it's how many roundabouts can you go through?
Jeez. I'm not sure.
It's the roundabouts and just all the stoplights.
I just feel like my phone did not take me the best route here, but I don't know.
We got here, brother, and we got here safe.
I appreciate y'all trekking it up here because I know that that is not an easy trip. I did it 2 times last weekend with the volleyball for GIAA, and hopefully Westfield can come up here and get a big region victory.
There's the screen to Hardy.
Oh, went right through the hands, too.
Overthrown a little bit there. I saw Coach Farmer Coach Farmer was obviously on a field trip today and didn't get to see it, but every Friday during our PE period, 7th period, we get to see a little walkthrough of the varsity football team, and they were really working the screen game.
So you think this is go time, right?
Well, I think we're bringing on punt personnel, which I like.
Oh, okay.
Which
in the weather, I get it.
I like it.
4th and 8. If it was 4th and 5 or less, maybe I would think about it. But 4th and 8, that's probably the right decision.
Coach Fowler, we just ran that screen out of empty, empty with the tight end, which I love.
I think we had a play there if we were able to complete it.
And just Johnson
gets the kickoff. Just got to find the ball. It bounced the wrong way, but that's okay. You'll take that inside the 10 every
inside
time.
the 10, absolutely.
That's great discipline by him. Not trying to do too much.
Look like one of Coach Farmer's pitching wedges right there. Just dunk.
That's a different Coach Farmer. You must know. Yeah, it's been a great day. A little whitewater rafting with the 8th graders, and after a big rain, so the Chattahoochee
near drowning.
Did you go too, Coach Fowler? I mean, Coach Farmer? Or Fowler. Oh, my gosh. This is going to
Fowler-
be bad.
Fowler did not go. Fowler had other things to do.
I don't blame you. And you're going to get sick now.
I think their left tackle moved, though.
He dropped the flag on the offensive side of the line of scrimmage, so it looks like it is going to be on the – no, well, this guy on our side staying off sides.
Yeah, the slot guy
And the
down
other
here.
guy,
I'm kind of shielded from the I like this table.
Looks
So I just
like
watched the TV.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch the TV on this one, unfortunately. Not a whole lot you can do here.
It's a nice setup, though.
so they get the Hornets for jumping into the neutral zone, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty, leaving 1st and 5.
We'll go ahead and shout out to my guys, Court Pearson, Carter Black, Sheldon Benton. You know, big spill today on the Chattahoochee. Braden Cole, I can't even remember who all was in there, but every one of us out in the vortex, almost drowned.
I'm just glad. Oh, it might have been offsides again. Nope. And good job by the defensive line.
Yeah, gang tackling.
Yep, sure were. Really attacking the ball there on the run play. They might give them a gain of 1. A couple of those guys, I believe, see on the sideline over there, coach, as ball boys tonight.
Yeah, they we ate in Columbus after it, and some grandparents and parents picked them up, and they went a more direct route from Columbus to Newnan than you and I would be. Back to Perry, to Macon.
You've been all
over the
road
world.
warrior today, haven't you?
It's been fun. Sammy in there getting off, on that tackle, and Matthew Powers.
So 2nd down and 5. We'll go over the starters for both teams. I did not get a chance to do that, and looks like we're going to have a timeout. So let's try to do that. Let me see if I can get any of my graphics to come in. Y'all, give me just a second, and we will get to look at those.
Well, the Hornets there, obviously expecting run, had loaded up the box. I think I counted with the rolled-up corner, coach. You could really count that as 8 men.
And I
Added
think
near the line of scrimmage.
Heritage has gone on a wing T set, hadn't they?
Maybe a little broken wing there, but yeah, I think so.
So you go from some 2x2 spread stuff to that's 2 weeks, and I'm amazed at these teams that can be one-back gun stuff, and then they're in some traditional. You wonder how long their team O periods take. That always kind of. I guess that's the new game. A lot of different sets.
Gives you a lot to prepare for sure.
Yeah, there's 2 wing backs and a fullback.
Yep, it is showing a little jet action, and they do give it on the jet. And they get the edge and long enough to get the first down, give them a pickup of about 8. Maybe 10, actually. That'll be first down for the Hawks. Coming out of their own end zone.
Hawks got some good-looking linemen, 70 and 72. We got some size. 90. Of course, when you wear the sleeve, the long T-shirt untucked, it makes you look big. And now here's some 2x2 stuff, or 2x1.
Oh, big stick there.
Yeah, good job coming up.
Michael Leeson, it looked like, came up and laid a hit right there, number 4. They do give the Hawks for about a 1 or 2 yard gain there on first down, but that'll leave 2nd and long.
And we'll take a look at the Heritage offense here shortly.
It's one of those games, Coach Fowler, where it goes a lot quicker with these weather conditions.
It
Tick,
does.
tick, 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 tick.
Trip set here for the Hawks.
And that's a
We've been a little antsy jumping on the hard count tonight so far. I think that was Matthew Powers jumping across. Is Matthew in a different number? Does he normally wear 50?
yeah, he wears 50.
I don't know why I was thinking of something else. Anyway.
Black pants. So I like the black pants with the white.
Yeah,
Love that.
little different look.
Love it.
So we'll take a look at the Heritage offense here. As you see, quarterback Thomas Scroggins. We already went over. I think it's actually Scoggins, number 2. Got running back number 1, Brady Bowman. 4 wide receivers: Landon Freeman, Dominic DeGuilio, and they get the ball there to number 8, I believe.
I'll let's finish in a second there, Brett. Sorry.
No, number 0. That's Miguel Owens.
That was a the craziest handoff on a jet sweep. It was behind him, and he reached behind him and grabbed it with one hand.
And we were not fit up well. I mean, you wonder how much the two offsides are going to slow us, from getting off the ball.
Well,
but that was obviously the timing on that. They're lucky they didn't fumble.
Right, and it makes you wonder, having already passed the quarterback, if the linebackers thought maybe it's something in between the tackles. But the way he received the handoff.
And you got James, Roberts, Bracey, Chapman, and Verdick.
Sorry about that, Brett.
No, you're good. You're good.
And as he runs down the rest of the linemen there. So another drop snap there with wet ball conditions. Now you're looking. Now they're behind the chains.
We'll take
11.
We'll definitely take that. You got Spence at nose guard, McGehee, McCall, O'Brien linebacker, Easom linebacker, Massey and Reddick round out the linebackers. Then Hunter Massey, Russ Hiley at safety, Win Hoots, and Jackson St. Clair, or WB as Coach Farmer likes to call him.
Water bug. I was just noticing Hunter Massey getting a start.
So good job getting him tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Is going to bring up a third down.
Sammy McGee and Thatcher Reddick combined on the tackle.
So third down and what, 14?
It looks like
13.
It's interesting. Another interesting handoff, and I don't know if the timing's just bad, but it's almost like he's trying to hand that ball off once he passes him.
Well, and so we had Hunter Massey on the board there, but Brock's now at cornerback, and so maybe we just kind of personneled some things.
So third down, and we'll call it 13 here for the Hawks.
They tail motion to empty, and that was a poorly thrown pass.
I think the ball was tipped, but it may not have been. But it looked like it.
I think the elements.
Or it could have been that.
I mean,
So 4:06 to go here in the first quarter. Fourth down and 13 for the Heritage Hawks. Westfield going to get the football back.
Yep, they're going to get some decent field position. This ball is being punted from the 36-yard line, so we'll see what it nets out. But Mason Easom is not
High snap.
Where he'd been.
Blocked by the Hornets. It's picked up by number 17. That's Massey. Massey cuts back and
get in there, Massey. Yeah, good for him.
Touchdown.
Hunter Massey.
Hunter Massey off the block punt. Didn't see who got the block, Coach, but Hunter Massey gets the scoop and score. Great play there to get the momentum for the Hornets. You can see there as he fought his way into the end zone. See if we can back that up and see who got the.
We're not going to be able to see it. We missed it on the. Apologize for that, but we did get the scoring play.
A little bit of a high snap. And great play. But I was making the comment that before the play that looked like our return guy, Mason Easom, was up closer than he normally would be, which is good football because they're not going to punt it as far in this weather. But that was a moot point because we blocked it. How about Hunter Massey, Coach? Good for that guy.
So 6-0 Westfield on top with 3:48 to go.
Kick by Rankin is up and good, which is no given on a wet night. But Hornets take an early 7-0 lead with 3:48 left in the first quarter. So you have to feel good not only about the move, the offense moved the ball first possession, Coach Farmer. The defense got a good stop after a limited gain. Maybe they picked up the first down, but didn't gain that a lot of yards.
And that's the
special
first
teams play.
For what I recall, that's the first really big special teams play we've had all year.
We had a block punt
against
a week or two
Mount
ago.
the Sales.
Yes.
We had two. No.
Yeah.
We had a sack for a safety, and then we had
So it's the second big, which you got to have that intangible.
And I'll say this: we've been really close to breaking some kickoff returns. Close.
Right.
Hey, and we talk about the keys to the game, and that was one of them, win special teams for Heritage, and right now Westfield has the upper hand on that. So hopefully they can keep that going.
Yep,
I'm sorry, I'm jamming out to my Sharona over here. I got my compliments to the DJ.
Yeah, it's a solid song, solid Friday night song. See what we ease into on the weekend. Not the weekend, not the band The Weekend, but what we ease into
I hear you.
on the weekend.
Nice.
Even though I don't mind the weekend. This guy has been kicking the ball well.
Yep, see if he can kick it to his deep left spot. He likes to kick it to.
That's going to be hard.
Oh, wow, that's a great kick.
Great high kick. Caught on about the 5-yard line and dropped and kicked. And nowhere to go, stuck there by a team of Hornets, dropped about the 15-yard line.
Jackson Spence in there. Number 3 is Dean Massey, Michael Easom.
How about the folks that traveled from Perry? A good crowd over there on the other side up in the weather. I mean, decent.
Right. Absolutely.
That's one thing you always say about Westfield. They've always traveled well. Basketball, like on a Tuesday night, across the state, always have fans.
How about
football, same way?
How about softball kicks off the playoffs tomorrow at home against Terrell, and they actually somehow, after a long season, what seemed like an uphill battle, they end up 23-3 and the number 1 overall seed.
Big win against George Walton this week. They gave him the ball's dropped and he just falls on it. That's a big loss on first down. So things are really going the Hornets' way right now. But yeah, back to softball. So yeah, take a kick off against Terrell. Terrell will be the 16 seed. So a best out of 3 series in the Hornets' nest tomorrow. I think start time is noon or 1. I can't remember.
I think it's 1. Yeah.
But it's been raining, so it'll be interesting to see. Coach Weatherington's going to really have to work to get that field ready to play. And I know he and the team of coaches and all he's got there can do that. But so it's exciting times. And that's a quick playoffs. It starts tomorrow and will end by next Saturday. So some early success.
Almost a late hit by Dean Massey there.
Some early success on the jet from the Hawks, so that'll have to be an adjustment. But still 3rd and long for the Hawks coming out of their own end zone.
So 3rd and we'll call it 12 to go, maybe 11.
We'll be there to call all of the state championship action from Columbus next week.
Next week.
Softball, I mean.
Yep. For softball, not sure about my availability tomorrow. We're going to see what we can do.
Draw from the Hawks and just eat
up.
Good play by Matthew Powers, too. But Thatcher cleans it up.
Yep, Powers being disciplined. That's a good job by Matthew getting off that block, flattening out, not being too deep. Those offensive linemen will try to give you like a little pass set and make you rush upfield.
I promise we'll get the Heritage defense and the Westfield Hornets on the starting rosters up.
Got another one. And Heritage recovers
and
this
that
one.
was number 1. Is that St. Clair, correct?
That's correct.
That was blocked.
St. Clair.
That was blocked by the water bug.
So Hornet ball on about the 7-yard line going in, and you just really couldn't draw up a better start.
Wow, not at all. Tell you what.
That's a lot of speed coming off that edge, and their protection has not been solid.
Yeah, can't blame that one on the snap.
We'll take a look at the Hornet offense, already up 7-0. Quarterback Braden Gay with Nick Free in the backfield, Jackson Hare at fullback, St. Clair and Eason at wide receiver, Trey Hardy at tight end, and then you've got the offensive line there really anchored by Matthew Powers.
Who's Hare on the stretch play and fights for yards that really wasn't much there, Coach, but he finds 4 or 5 yards just with great effort.
Who's 55 for us, Coach?
Is that Caleb Andrews?
Is that a Caleb Andrews sighting?
Yeah, that may be a new insert.
We've got our starting left guard, William Stringer, is a little banged up, nothing too serious.
Good for Caleb.
But I saw that today and asked Coach Stacy Harden, who's the offensive line coach, and he said he might get some playing time tonight because of Stringer being a little banged up and really starts on defense. And
yeah, Caleb Andrews there.
Caleb, talking about a guy that came a long way between his 7th and 8th grade year.
Little quick pitch there to Hare, and he's in for 6. So, Coach, a quick touchdown to make it 13-0, and I think the Hornets have found a little something with Jackson Hare.
Yeah, he's it was a great scheme there, a little quick pitch, kind of had him on the edge. Brett's giving us.
We've got some. Listen, all credit.
I thought
to Brett.
he was like looking. I was like, "What I do? What did we do wrong?"
Look, I showed my kids all week once I figured out how to do it, and my daughter was like, she played along and made an old man feel good about it. So
Good. Well, yeah, the fancy graphics and the score automatically updates now. That's pretty cool. So
Yeah, I was like, what is he saying?
Weston Rankin pulls the kick, but it does
in
get
there.
through.
It's like Wedding Crashers. I never know what he's doing. Never know what she's doing up there.
Doing in there.
Hey, Ma!
Meatloaf.
I never know what
don't
he's
finish
doing.
that. Don't finish that.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta keep the quarterback.
Sorry, folks. We have
I'm not into weddings anymore. I'm into funerals.
Chaz, I think you're a pioneer.
Out there.
I think you're pioneering all of it. That's
Oh,
great
gosh,
stuff.
I'm getting texts. People, it's nobody I know. No, but you talk about a good start. That's a good start, but
Yeah, that's exactly what you want if you're Westfield. There's no doubt about
I
it.
wonder, and I'll ask Coach Black if he's back up here in a minute, if they saw something on their punt team, or if it's just been.
and we've been coming after a lot of them this year.
We have, yeah.
We're aggressive on that punt return team, which is nice. I think Coach Black went to get himself a towel. Got some humidity up here, and don't want to get his technology wet.
Carson had to track him one down earlier. We had two up here. I don't know where they got off to, but
Hey, rags.
Coach Farmer borrowed one for his bath he had to take after his dunk in the river. The Chattahoochee carries all that Atlanta waste. Heritage on the return tries to bounce it, but we've got bodies there and tackling down at the 22 or 3 yard line.
Yeah, who's getting off that pile? 19, Neil O'Brien. Mason Eason, 15. A lot of speed on the Hornet special teams.
I think I see the young man that's been playing running back is on the sideline, kind of shaking his arm a little bit. So maybe a change at running back for the Hawks. Looks like maybe number 0 in the backfield now.
yeah, I believe that is Miguel. Let me see. We'll take a look at the Heritage offense real quick.
The hip
Miguel Owens.
I thought you were talking about the hip hop artist.
So he had been at wide receiver throughout the year. I watched some of their film as that one goes for no gain. But obviously probably a pretty good athlete, going to move him in there at running back when they need him.
Sammy getting up off the pile. Neil, Dean.
There's just not much doing inside against this Hornet defense. So the success they've had is with the jet. You think they maybe try to come back to that, but
Yeah, they have definitely moved the ball better in some wing tee sets. Even though this is a 2-back set, but it's just a different multi-back set, and we're
So
offsides again.
another offsides for the Hornets. It's actually 23 seconds to go in the quarter, and that'll move it to second. That'll move it to 2nd and 5. Coach Farmer stealing my chips, which is perfectly okay. I'm not going to eat them anyways. Carson got them for me as a combo. The good hot dogs here at Heritage School.
Well, that fish I swallowed in the Chattahoochee is eating up all my nutrients.
Was it glowing?
Holy moly. It's a near-death. They call it an OBE, out-of-boat experience.
So Michael Leeson does a great job setting the edge there on that toss, and linebackers are able to flow down and catch the running back there as he tries to cut it up. So that's going to leave about a 3rd and 5 for the Heritage Hawks. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. And with that, 14-0 edge for the Hornets. We'll take a commercial break to hear from our sponsors here on Mid Georgia Sports Network.
I'm not mad at
I only got one.
I just
I'm
hate
going to
that.
get 2. Thank you, Brett.
All these things my thing is like I'm starting to question like why didn't you put Vaughn Grissom
At Houston Healthcare, we're recognized as one of the top hospitals in the state based solely on the advanced medical technology we provide. But what isn't taken into account is our people. We have over 2,000 employees that are focused, dedicated, and sincere in their mission to create a positive healthcare outcome for each patient. It just goes to show that maybe the most important aspect of great healthcare is the people who are taking care of you. And that just can't be measured. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
What's up, Houston County? It's Megan. Today we are at the Community Education Department at Houston Health Pavilion with the nurse manager, Miss Danielle Ray. We're here to learn a little bit more about Educare and what it has to offer. So Danielle, tell us a little bit about Educare and what it means and what you guys do here.
So we are the part of the hospital that offers education classes to the community. So everything from chronic disease to childbirth to health maintenance, we're here to help the public.
Wow, that's awesome. So
I'll give you that.
classes do you guys?
Fan base is kind of
Welcome back
They were cussing out every
to Newnan, Georgia, in the Heritage School. As Heritage now has third down and, they'll call it 3. They've moved the sticks a little bit. Takes the snap. Looking to roll out and pass. Really nobody there. Good play by Michael
Almost picked
Leeson.
it off.
Yeah, the receiver actually ended
Is
up
there
being.
a flag on the play?
I don't see one.
it's going to be holding on the Heritage Hawks. We'll probably decline it and take the punt, or maybe we'll play field position.
I said live there was nobody there, but there was a receiver there actually. I just didn't see him. He kind of blended in with some of the guys on the sideline, but Michael Leeson really made a great recovery on the ball to knock it away.
And the reason I said we might decline it is because Heritage went ahead and tipped their hand and started running the punt team out there immediately when the ball was incomplete.
So that'll bring up, third down and 11, right?
They
12?
actually did take the penalty.
I like that. I think you're good either way because
Your defense has been playing good.
Well,
It's a wet field and you field position.
Right.
Yeah, and that ball did not exactly come out of the quarterback's hands so well. So
And we have the vantage point of seeing that. I think sometimes, immediately when that ball hit the ground, like I said, you heard punt team and they were running personnel on. And so you kind of go ahead and tip your hand. Because 3rd and 3, we in our league coach 3rd and 3.
Maybe go time.
Yeah, or 4th and 3.
4th and 3.
Even deep in
If you're playing someone like a Stratford or Pacelli who runs the ball a lot, definitely.
You're down 2 scores. You haven't been playing great. Hey, you hadn't punted the ball well anyway.
that's right. That's right.
Do you remember how we started in?
Russell bringing some pressure off the edge. The catch is made in the flat, but immediately tackled by, I believe that's Russ Holly, coach.
Well short.
And now here comes the punt personnel.
So that'll push it to 4th down.
Do we dare block another one? The trifecta.
Is that a turkey?
I was talking to Coach Black here during the quarter break, and he said they really hadn't seen anything special. They just, have really been getting close to punts every week, and they have. They finally were able to get free.
They look like they're about to block it again.
Coming after it again, almost got there. Good high kick, fair catch called by Mason Esom. He makes the catch at the 35-yard line, or 36 we'll call it, and the Hornets will take over there. And I have to feel like they really haven't run many offensive plays. I think they had really 2 possessions, and one of them started from the 7.
Right.
So that'll bring up 1st down and 10 for Westfield, and they'll have the football at their own 36-yard line. 14-0 your score. I'm letting the clock run down so we can try to catch up with the game clock. 11:08 here. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets.
So the Hornets coming out with their traditional set. Snap came out a little funny, but here he does get the edge, keeps his feet, and gets drugged down eventually after about a 13 or 14-yard gain. Coach, his yards after contact are really impressive.
Yeah, he's growing. Could be wrong. Been wrong a lot of times. What are his dimensions? What is he, 5'11" now?
Yeah, I'd say he's 5'11", 6 foot, probably weighs 175, 80 pounds maybe.
Give or take a few on the old Morgan Wallen mullet he used to sport.
Ooh, a little got pulled down. Good play right there by 44, I believe, or 14. Let me see.
Grabbed him a little bit there, kind of around
Almost,
the horse collar
almost
area.
looked like it was a horse collar. Was that William McCarthy, maybe? They don't have a 44. It was either him or Truman Tollison.
Now Nick Freeze coming in the game. Our other running back.
Hair was a little shaken up there. He's got a minor little knee injury that's nagging really. I don't know that it's. I think it's mostly healed, but
And getting pulled down from the shoulder pads like that probably didn't help a whole lot.
we'll see. Hopefully he'll be back in the game here shortly.
10:03 to go here, second quarter. 14-0 your score.
That's your Reddick getting on the field late.
We got some personnel issues there.
And he's getting barked at by, I think, Coach Stacy Harden over there a little bit. Or is that
9:55.
Coach Campbell? I can't tell.
9:55 to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 your score. Westfield takes a timeout. We'll stay here. And again, big things going on around campus. Obviously, you've got tonight's game, which is on the road. You'll have Brookstone next week over in Columbus, but the Lady Hornets, hopefully they're successful this weekend, will be over in Columbus trying to defend their six-time crown as the 1 seed, and then back for the final game, senior night against Pacelli in a few weeks.
So, right, and so I want to encourage everyone to make the trip over to Columbus. Number one, obviously the stakes at the softball game are very high.
Right.
Talking about the finals, the state tournament. We're fortunate enough to make it that far. The environment there's really neat. It's in the old Olympic. It's the Olympic Stadium there, so it's a nice place to watch a game and just stay for the football game later. So just make it an afternoon and let's come out and support our Hornets.
So rolling here to the right, a little quarter roll.
And he's just going to throw that one away.
Yeah, just gets it. Has 2 receivers in the area, so no danger of intentional grounding. That'll bring up 3rd down and 12. Good defense right there. I believe that was number 8 or number 9
Number
for
9
Heritage.
coming off the edge for Heritage.
That is Keyshawn Lakes, number 9, the linebacker.
Yep.
That outside linebacker spot. Good job closing.
This is kind of Coach Fowler in that territory where you don't want to self-destruct.
Yeah,
Ball's in midfield. You got two touchdowns.
Screener draw here. Little sprint out action.
And just too low.
So we had a little levels route over there. Not a flood scheme necessarily, but with a kind of a deep out and an underneath out. And I don't even know if we catch it before it sticks, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can tell you they did. As the Hawks have a man down there.
Looks like number 70. That is, you got him right there.
William James.
William James, he's a defensive end and a left tackle on offense, so hopefully he can come back into the game for Heritage, because if not, that's going to be a tough loss for them.
Yeah, I like this little round table we got here, Brett. I almost want to order some wings. And
I feel like I'm a
Either that, or I'm thinking we could do something like a little round table on the news, or a debate or something going on, you know?
I'm one of Sir Arthur's Knights of the round table.
Yeah, we're going to need a little bit bigger table for that. Because wasn't there quite a bit of night? I know that was a.
Well, I didn't say
there
that.
several nights.
Wasn't really confirmed to be real or not.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fable, or I don't know what do you call it.
Well, he better be watching Lancelot, with Guinevere.
Yeah.
In the old castle.
Man, if you can't trust your first night, Richard Gere played in that movie. I don't know if you remember that from the 90s.
Yeah, I do. Hey, speaking of
off the rails,
we like movies. Thought about you last night, Brett.
Oh,
I watched,
my. Never say that again.
Well,
that you thought about me last
you
night.
like movies? I watched. I watched
PG show here, guys.
Here's a kind of a obviously not a blockbuster, but Heat. The movie Heat.
Oh, it was a great movie.
With Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer's in it.
My brother-in-law, who was only just my girlfriend's brother at the time, we lived together in college. He watched that movie on repeat for about 2 months.
Good man, good taste.
Oh, little straight up in the air there.
Little toe up, the toe goes up, and you kind of maybe feel a little pressure. Punters get distracted by what's in their vision, and you get some pressure that comes through some gaps, and you get off your steps, and the kicking foot toe goes up, and that's why you get that little shank instead of kind of being comfortable and pointing that toe.
And you need that when you're trying to kick them and pin them deep, so it sucks back. But right there, it almost midfield, not what you wanted.
Yeah, not a great. You've had 2 great special teams plays, and then that's a not so good.
So I was going to opt for those, but they were all wet when we got here, so I just was like, not going to worry about that.
Well, Brett's talking about me. I found a stool here to sit on, and it is a little wet. That's okay. Whatever.
9:34 to go, and Westfield almost jumps again, but Power stays onside.
Found a little crease there. Ball's on the ground. Hornets have it. Picked it up. I think maybe he was down when he picked it up, but that is going to be Hornet ball.
Dean Massey
on the 45-yard line.
So they are saying Dean Massey was down when he picked it up, correct?
Yes, right.
Yes.
And that was a good run by 9, but you got to hold on to the ball. Keyshawn Lakes.
It all happened so quick, and all I heard was the ball's on the ground.
Well, his momentum was going. They hit the hole so hard, to his credit. He really couldn't stop once he had kind of dropped it. He ran about 4 more steps before he even looked back for it. So
9-12 on the clock on the turnover by the fumble. Westfield has it 1st and 10, and it has been nothing but mistakes here for Heritage. You got to think that probably the moisture playing a big factor in that.
Sudden change, Coach.
Sudden change.
Might be time for a shot.
Do you take one? Yep.
They run the ball downhill with 3.
I think right now
He's gonna
tonight,
get 6 on first down.
Good run.
I think tonight you're just trying to keep everything conservative. You're dominating the line of scrimmage on offense.
I agree also.
Why? I know you like to take shots after turnovers like that, especially at midfield, but
On the
with a
top
wet
field.
night,
Well, it's kind of like don't do too much.
yeah.
Don't that's sometimes you can do too much.
Another run with 3. Has a hole at the middle. Gets into the secondary. A big gain.
Tell you what, he did a good job of not allowing the defender coming from behind to strip it.
Yeah, he's 2 hands on contacts.
Oh, I meant to show you all this. I didn't get to do it in the pregame, but got a nice little weather. Oh, it's not going to show. I got to fix it.
He's got
Dang.
too many toys.
Yeah, you're right. I do.
So the Hornets with some offensive momentum. Downhill give to Spence. Avoids 1 sack, takes a big hit, but he picks up about 4 yards.
Kind of felt like the Heritage sideline, Coach. I don't know if you saw this on the play. I felt like the Heritage sideline wanted Big Will McLean call for a hold. There wasn't a holding. The 2 technique over him, I think it was, or 1 eye, submarined him. Literally, just kind of like an old goal line submarine, and basically Will fell on top of him. This squatty kid that's down there over Will right now, kind of submarining,
They just got pancaked. That's the guy you're talking about.
I don't know if it was exactly him on that play, but anyway, but you heard the hold. That's a hold. Well, I mean, if his face mask is 2 inches off the ground and he just submarines, he's going to get plopped on.
Coach Wilt Leonard is doing work.
There we go. 63 degrees at the Heritage School.
I'm going to say it's 60.
It's rainy, and you got a 6-mile-an-hour gust here.
3rd and short. Hair back in the game. Breaks out of the action. Still on his feet.
Hold on
refuses
to
to
the
give
ball.
up. That's a beautiful run. Just great effort. It ends up with, just kind of made contact in the backfield and ends up with about a 15, 20-yard gain.
Wilt Leonard doing work again, as you said, Coach.
Yeah, just do yourself a favor on this next play and watch our center, Wilt Leonard, versus the Heritage nose and see the work he's doing on that young man.
Well, hey, AP Euro guy. I'm sure he did his primary sources today. Something eloquent.
What are we doing? APA, MOA?
Bro, this no.
We're not
this
citing stuff here. We're not citing
watch the
stuff.
center right here. Let's leave that alone. Look at
Look at him block back.
Look at that work.
Hands fit up good. No, this is Willie Stringer I was watching. Sorry.
Hey, you're a history teacher. Chicago style is the correct citation,
We
right?
do in-class writing. We ain't doing it.
Come on, man. You said sources. You got to cite things.
Well,
Joe
yes.
Biden? I'm sorry. Did I say that? I got to be quiet.
Don't ever. No, I'm saying he was reading his primary sources today.
Gotcha.
And yes, we cite things on a document-based question.
I'm just messing with you.
So as we come back on the rails from the crazy train,
Hey,
3 on the carry, hitting the backfield, going to be dropped for a slight loss on 2nd down. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Hornets.
the Braves have put me on the crazy train this week.
Listen, I got over that so fast.
He's not over it. He talked about the whole. No,
I didn't. You could see it coming. It wouldn't hit. It just is what it is. So I'm past that. It's football season. Basketball practice starts on Monday.
Hey,
what's really weird is there is a train in the background
Yeah.
at the game, and y'all talking about
crazy.
crazy train.
it'd be nice to see maybe Braden Gay keep one off this.
The zone read.
Yeah.
That's the pass. Oh, broke
rakes
up.
it. Number 3, great play
that's
right
a
there.
good play.
Let's see, who is that? Number 3 is Ace Harrison. So Weston
4th
Rankin.
and 6, and yep, it looks like they're bringing on the field goal team.
Silver lining in this is Weston Rankin's gonna probably be called on later in the season in some bigger moments, and on a wet field, but maybe get this one through there, build some confidence.
How about that kick he had down at Tift area earlier in the year?
Gosh.
Off the ground.
Game
which
winner.
he still is.
So Braden Gay with a hold, Rankin the kick, and it's up.
And looks good.
Looks good, and they shake his head. Their head
so
good.
Much better. That guy is good for him. Hey, took AP Euro last year, by the way.
Hey.
I like Weston Rankin.
Is he a track guy?
Yeah, actually was.
Really?
Got him on the track. Yeah, did a really good job.
Hey, maybe he
I'll tell you, and I don't want to speak for our coaches because I'm not out there every day. But if the guy had played football another year or two, he probably could have made a good receiver.
He looks like Travis Kelce in the flesh. I mean, that body type.
He's put together. He's really tall. He's about 6'4", 6'5", and got great muscle tone. He's fast, soccer guy, got good feet. So he's certainly could have helped us in several other positions. But right now, he's doing a great job as our kicker.
So 17-0. And, I mean, other than kind of bogging down there in the red zone, you really couldn't ask for a better start if you're Coach Campbell.
Yeah, things have gone about as good as you could have expected. I mean, I think they felt like they would have some success tonight. But really, Heritage just helped us out, giving us some short fields, turnover at midfield just then. So basically, 14 of our 17 have come off of their turnovers. I take that back. Really, all of our points have come off of their turnovers. After the 2 block punts and now the field goal there.
But I'd say that when you block punts, you've made those turnovers happen.
Missed that one a little bit.
Yeah, and that, he's gotten so much better on his placement on the kickoffs. Every now and then you're going to have the.
Hey, I just want you to notice that I spelled Westfield right tonight.
Not Westfield. You defiled Westfield's name. Hey, you had a lot going on that day.
Hey man, it's fun to do this, so I just roll with it.
Well, we have a lot of fun.
I'm feeling some water coming off that window there. I'm surprised your equipment's not getting pretty wet.
It's getting a little wet, but not crazy wet. I mean, that monitor doesn't even work anyways. I thought it might, but
I've kind of backed away from the little window we have.
it's more mist than anything.
It's absolutely just a mist, but we're in a covered spot here to call the game from. But this it's an open covering, so it's when I say window, it's just a big opening. But anyway, I'm happy to be with the cover over my head, though.
Absolutely. Things definitely could be worse.
I was coming up with reasons that I couldn't make it until I Google Earth, and I know got desperate, and that didn't work. So then I went to their website and I found a picture and saw the overhang. Good run there on first down by the Hogs, picks up about 4 yards.
Well, I don't blame you. It's a long trip, and it's really mileage-wise, it's not crazy, but it's all the stops, and you don't really have a direct route. Other than if you want to go through a bunch of small towns.
I don't mind it, man. I got thinking about riding up here with a good friend, having good conversation. That was kind of appealing to me. But then I just settled for riding with Rhett.
I knew that was coming.
Oh!
Hey, well, guess what? You can walk home.
Man.
No, the banter's good. That's a good run by those guys.
We may have a face mask.
Yeah, and this is in that territory. If you're Westfield, finish the half. Don't give up a late score, because that obviously closes the margin, but it also gives them momentum. And you want to start the half great and finish the half great. And
let's see what he's going to call. Yeah, face mask, 5 yard, I think. And that'll make it a first down, correct?
It will. Want to give a shout out to my wonderful wife Sheila, sitting at home watching the game with my daughter Hillary, who's feeling a little under the weather, but she's fighting through it, so she can hopefully get a chance to play some softball tomorrow.
She's had a few big hits for the Lady Hornets too.
3 for 3 in her last 3 at bats, so we're looking forward to some opportunities. So hopefully she'll be able to.
Honestly, hitting was contagious. I watched most of that game the other day.
Yeah, the team has kind of come out of their little funk they were in for a few weeks. That seems like they're really hitting the ball, and timing couldn't be any better. Run kind of around the edge. Holly coming from safety makes a great play, Coach.
Good play, Russ Holly, coming downhill from safety, in and out, good angle. At least them getting off blocks and D-line kind of stringing it out. They went with a kind of on-off set over here, Coach, or both of them on, covering up one of the receivers.
So we're going with a 2-camera setup here tonight. We opted to not get anybody down on the field in this weather.
This
Same
ball
set
will
the other
probably
way, right?
run to the right. Because,
Same set the other way,
yeah.
right? He's more downhill, and we hit in the mouth.
Ooh, wow. Who was that? Reddick or
It looks like Dean
Reddick's over
Massey.
here. That's a Mr. Westfield sighting.
Number 3 coming up from the bottom
here,
of the
here
pile.
you're going to see it right here.
You can see, watch the helmet jar backwards, just boom. Oh, my goodness. That's
Good job of Neil O'Brien attacking that pulling. I don't know if it was a guard or who was pulling on that, but he did a good job getting upfield. And then, as you said, Mr. Westfield Dean Massey filling the hole nicely.
Have you ever seen Dean Massey, Coach Fowler, without a smile on his face? You see that guy, hey, what's up, Dean? And he's just like, hey, what's up, Coach?
He's always talkative, willing to talk to you, have a conversation.
And it looks like they may have a new quarterback in, number 12, Pickett Howell.
Trying to throw the football.
And we almost picked it.
Hits his receiver.
We almost picked it off of Pickett.
Hits
His
his receiver, but his receiver
didn't
see it.
receive.
Never looked.
His receiver didn't receive.
When I say hits his receiver, watch it literally hits his receiver.
Yeah, he tried to one-arm it. It was behind him.
But John Robinson, he is not.
Not very many people are.
That play on the shovel pass the other day. Ooh, how crazy was that?
3 and 2, baby. Rise up.
Oh yeah, with the Commanders, which I can't stand that name, by the way, coming into town.
Oh, we almost got another one.
I feel like we might could have there.
Yeah, I think Jackson Spence didn't want to rough him.
Yeah, it's tough to block for a punt return when you're sending that many guys after the kick. And Coach Farmer.
Well, you don't get great kicks to even get a return.
Yeah, that's right. So probably wise just to make sure we possess the ball there.
Is there another flag on the play or no?
There's a holdup of some sort.
So 2 minutes and 53 seconds. First down and 10 for the Hornets. And I'd say that the Hornets so far have been very good executing to the keys of the game.
Yep.
They've started fast. They've protected Gay for the most part. No turnovers, and they've been pretty inspired so far on the road.
Yeah, it's a young bunch. I mean, it's hard to – that's what you love about your team when they're young. It's kind of hard to beat them down. You know, some teams may be down on the little losing streak, but young kids, they're going to play hard.
Well, good play here. Set up nicely.
Mason breaks out for about 16, 17 yards on first down.
Good play call right there. Nice, safe, conservative but effective, and a big play for the Hornets. Good job of executing there from Gay.
Good to see number 70 for Heritage back on the field. I noticed he was on offense last possession as well. So
first and 10 for Westfield. This is kind of the 2-minute, 3-minute drill, if you will.
Look at that from the Hornets, little wing T look.
Yeah.
To Trey Hardy.
Who's got good speed.
Oh, trying to go a little Brock Bowers with Trey Hardy.
That's exactly.
Little Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
A nice little eye roll from Coach Fowler as well with the UGA reference.
Well, listen.
Look,
all credit, dude. No, Brock Bowers, full credit. I don't know why they don't give him the ball more.
Jeez.
I mean,
the guy's a stud.
Dude should win the Heisman probably.
Yeah. Jeez. Don't you wish Mario Cristobal had nailed on it? Jeez.
No, I don't.
Oh, no. Freaking tech guys get steal one like that.
Little quick pass again. This is going to be Stone St. Clair. Oh, he's up the seam, Coach.
He's gone.
Get held up by one man. If it stays on his feet, but he's, gosh, I got a big gain. I won't count the yardage on that, but it's a big gain. So the Hornets will have the ball inside the 20-yard line with about a minute 27. Well, not about exactly a minute 27 left in the half.
I got to stop the early calls. I thought he was gone.
I really did too. Somebody kind of tripped him up, which held him up.
That was a good ball, Coach. Good ball by Gay.
Yeah, Braden's playing good tonight.
Looks like the same play or something very similar. Stone St. Clair breaks outside.
Oh, going to get a hold on his brother. That was a touchdown, but it's going to be a hold on Jackson St. Clair on the outside.
That'll make for some interesting banner around the dinner table.
Hash that out like stepbrothers at home. They'll be hitting each other with shovels.
Don't touch my drum set. Yeah.
Hey, I rewatched one of our broadcasts, and y'all brought that up. I can't remember which game it was. It was very funny.
Look, Step Brothers?
Yes.
It's a great movie.
It's a
great movie.
First and 20, I believe, here for the Hornets.
What is wafting from the concession stand?
It smells like popcorn to me.
It's
It
nice.
does. Very popcorny type smell.
I made some popcorn the other night, and I don't think there's a human being on the earth that makes popcorn better than I do.
First and 12, by the way. Ball's on the ground and Gay falls off. That should be a late hit on the. Okay. Well, I'm on the snap, so that's going to be a loss of 1 now, make it second and 12 or 13.
I tell you what, the 2 times that's happened today, Gay has done a good job. And is there a timeout on the field for Westfield? I think there
Yes,
is.
the clock's rolling.
We'll stay here.
I think that's going to leave us with 1 timeout left.
Correct. 57 seconds, so we're a little ahead on our game clock, but second down and 22. Looked like Westfield was about to walk in to score.
Second and 12.
No, it's second and 22.
Oh, it's second and 12.
Oh, did they call? They called that downfield. That's right. My bad. I'm just not.
Said it 3 times.
A lot of twos.
Don't worry about us.
Well,
So, second and 12. If we get a chance to talk to the St. Clair brothers, we'll ask them about that in the future. What was the conversation like on that?
Got the train coming, Coach. I can see the lights through the trees. One timeout you like to keep in your pocket in case you need to stop the clock for a field goal. It's a horn blows from the train.
Train's back.
Little wing T look.
kind of pistol set with the back, though.
Yep. Little fake.
Waggle
They
action.
got Hardy wide open in the flat.
And a great
It's a
block
great block.
by
Hardy's going to
great
score.
block by
Wow.
Eason. That is such a good block by Mason Eason. Great throw, great scheme, little waggle.
Yeah, here you see it here.
Well designed
Not a whole
play.
lot you can do. And a great block by Eason. Just kind of let him go where he wanted to go there.
Trey Harding. I like that. I like the pre-snap eye candy, Coach, we give. We have a balance set pre-snap, and then we shift one of those wing backs over. Thatcher Reddick shifts over, and now you kind of eye candy him a little bit. Hornets touchdown, as Brett loves his graphics.
Right back to the automatic update on the score. 23-0 now. Hornets pending the extra point to go
I
to
thought he
24.
wanted me to yell Hornets touchdown. He's pointing like I can't read.
No. I'm just so
You're
amazed
excited
by
about-
the fact that it just I can automatically update it without having to actually
But-
do anything.
I mean,
But Coach Farmer, your reading skills are fantastic. The way you express that, it just came out. I could feel the emotion in your voice.
Listen. I was emotional that we ran waggle as a
Yeah, I love
fan
that.
of two-back football.
Extra point was good, by the way. It's making 24-0.
Hey.
Western Rankin.
What a big game so far for Westfield. 24-0 on the road, coming off of a kind of a heartbreaking loss last week. A comeback effort that fell a little bit short, had some opportunities, and maybe some things go against us.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in the red zone hurt. I mean, we could bring up some other things that happened that I felt like may not have been within our control, maybe with the officials, but we'll leave that alone for now. But I think coaches would tell you those 2 turnovers in the red zone were killers when you lose a close game.
Yeah, no doubt.
But nonetheless, great game tonight. And we've talked all year, and Coach Farmer just mentioned a minute ago, kind of how many young guys we're playing, and we are. But I've always kind of thought at this point in the season, you're talking about game 8 now.
Yep.
They've kind of the freshmen are almost sophomores at this point.
sure.
Sophomores are almost you've played
Absolutely.
7 ball games, and they've been playing since the game 1. Great kick from Rankin there. Called it the 5. He's going to try to come to the wide side, but I think they've got him hemmed up, and they do.
Ooh, watch for the ball. Good job raking down, but he's able to hold on to it.
Mason in there, Neal, Grayson Waller.
35 seconds to go.
Heritage is the ball coming out into the second half, so you really don't want to make a mistake here for sure. So I'm sure we'll see some deep safeties just trying to make sure they knock everything down.
Heritage has some good-looking kids down
They do.
there. 90.
Yeah, just not a lot of
70.
depth. Their lack of depth has hurt them. I think they've had some injuries.
Got a couple guys on crutches on the sideline, so.
Yeah, and obviously they've switched out quarterbacks here in the early going. They got the youngster, the 10th grader in there, number 12. That was Pickett.
Looks like they're going to be happy to get to the half.
And Coach Fowler will remember this. There's a little history here. I mean, they haven't played as much football, in the history of their school. Like, I think they started football probably, mid-2000s, a little earlier? Maybe a little earlier.
I know we played here against them at my previous employer in like 2008.
What I'm saying is they weren't a school that had been playing football like the FPDs and Stratfords.
Right. No,
and
yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, even though the school had been around.
So I think that's going to do it, and it does. So we're actually going to head to the break. Westfield is winning and will lead at halftime 24-0. You're watching Hornet football right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
So what exactly is hashtag Houston Healthy? Hashtag Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you. Upload it to your favorite social media platform and use the hashtag Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, hashtag Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow. What's up, Houston County? It's Megan. Today we are at the Community Education Department at Houston Health Pavilion with the nurse manager, Miss Danielle Ray. We are here to learn a little bit more about Educare and what it has to offer. So Danielle, tell us a little bit about Educare and what it means and what you guys do here.
So we are the part of the hospital that offers education classes to the community. So everything from chronic disease to childbirth to health maintenance, we're here to help the public.
Wow, that's awesome. So what kind of classes do you guys offer here?
So specifically, we try to help with chronic disease for people with heart failure and diabetes, but we also help with health promotion with things like hypertension, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and to help people maintain good health with healthy living for life classes and exercise classes. We also offer childbirth classes,
Wow.
which is fun for families starting out and wanting to start on a healthy path.
That's awesome. So who are these classes available to? Is this community-wide? Is this specifically for people at Houston Healthcare? Who is that available to?
Available to anybody. Most of them are free. You just call and register. The only one that requires a doctor's order is the diabetes comprehensive class, but everything else is open to anybody, anytime. We offer them monthly, and so you can sign up.
Guys, you can go on to hhc.org, check out the events calendar, see what kind of classes they offer at Educare, how you can sign up, and how Educare can help you become hashtag Houston Healthy.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities. Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have. Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere we have here. The teachers are just great, the coaches are great.
Even though I was not here, when I just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost, because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me when I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
At Houston Healthcare, we're recognized as one of the top hospitals in the state based solely on the advanced medical technology we provide. But what isn't taken into account for each patient? It just goes to show that advanced medical care, closer to home.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there. And he does a great job, and I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary art, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's one act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees, and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
What's up, Houston County? My name's Megan. We are in the beautiful town of Perry, Georgia today. We are at Big Indian Creek Waterway, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the trails here and what all you can do in this park. So first off, if you go down this trail over here to my left, you will have 15 minutes of walking one way. If you do 15 minutes that way and 15 minutes back, you're at a total of 30 minutes. Come on, let's go. Come on, Bandit. Did you know that just 30 minutes of walking a day can do so much for your overall health? It can improve your mood, it can also improve your digestion, and it can also reduce your risk for heart disease. So why wouldn't you want to take a walk? This beautiful park here in Perry, Georgia is the perfect place to take a 15-minute to 30-minute walk, and it's dog friendly. So come join us and get Houston healthy today.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence.
Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
So what exactly is hashtag Houston Healthy? Hashtag Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you. Upload it to your favorite social media platform and use the hashtag Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, hashtag Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow. What's up, Houston County? It's Megan. Today we are at the Community Education Department at Houston Health Pavilion with the nurse manager, Miss Danielle Ray. We are here to learn a little bit more about Educare and what it has to offer. So Danielle, tell us a little bit about Educare and what it means and what you guys do here.
So we are the part of the hospital that offers education classes to the community. So everything from chronic disease to childbirth to health maintenance, we're here to help the public.
Wow, that's awesome. So what kind of classes do you guys offer here?
So specifically, we try to help with chronic disease for people with heart failure and diabetes, but we also help with health promotion with things like hypertension, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and to help people maintain good health with healthy living for life classes and exercise classes. We also offer childbirth classes, which is fun for families starting out and wanting to start on a healthy path.
That's awesome. So who are these classes available to? Is this community-wide? Is this specifically for people at Houston Healthcare? Who is that available to?
Available to anybody. Most of them are free. You just call and register. The only one that requires a doctor's order is the diabetes comprehensive class, but everything else is open to anybody, anytime. We offer them monthly, and so you can sign up.
Guys, you can go on to hhc.org, check out the events calendar, see what kind of classes they offer at Educare, how you can sign up, and how Educare can help you become hashtag Houston Healthy.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities. Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have. Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere we have here. The teachers are just great, the coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost, because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me when I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
At Houston Healthcare, we're recognized as one of the top hospitals in the state based solely on the advanced medical technology we provide. But what isn't taken into account is our people. We have over 2,000 employees that are focused, dedicated, and sincere in their mission to create a positive healthcare outcome for each patient. It just goes to show that maybe the most important aspect of great healthcare is the people who are taking care of you. And that just can't be measured. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri-High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club and Tri-High Y and Key Club, and I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees, and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
What's up, Houston County? My name's Megan. We are in the beautiful town of Perry, Georgia today. We are at Big Indian Creek Waterway, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the trails here and what all you can do in this park. So first off, if you go down this trail over here to my left, you will have 15 minutes of walking one way. If you do 15 minutes that way and 15 minutes back, you're at a total of 30 minutes. Come on, let's go. Come on, Bandit. Did you know that just 30 minutes of walking a day can do so much for your overall health? It can improve your mood, it can also improve your digestion, and it can also reduce your risk for heart disease. So why wouldn't you want to take a walk? This beautiful park here in Perry, Georgia is the perfect place to take a 15-minute to 30-minute walk, and it's dog friendly. So come join us and get healthy and healthy today.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence.
Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
So what exactly is hashtag Houston Healthy? Hashtag Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you. Upload it to your favorite social media platform and use the hashtag Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, hashtag Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow. What's up, Houston County? It's Megan. Today we are at the Community Education Department at Houston Health Pavilion with the nurse manager, Miss Daniel. As do here.
So we are the part of the hospital that offers education classes to the community. So everything from chronic disease to childbirth to health maintenance, we're here to help the public.
Wow, that's awesome. So What kind of classes do you guys offer here?
So specifically, we try to help with chronic disease for people with heart failure and diabetes, but we also help with health promotion with things like hypertension, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and to help people maintain good health with healthy living for life classes and exercise classes. We also offer childbirth classes, which is fun for families starting out and wanting to start on a healthy path.
That's awesome. So who are these classes available to? Is this community-wide? Is this specifically for people at Houston Healthcare? Who is that available to?
Available to anybody. Most of them are free. You just call and register. The only one that requires a doctor's order is the diabetes comprehensive class, but everything else is open to anybody, anytime. We offer them monthly, and so you can sign up.
Guys, you can go on to hhc.org, check out the events calendar, see what kind of classes they offer at Educare, how you can sign up, and how Educare can help you become #HealthAndHealthy.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities. Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have. Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
And welcome back here to Heritage School in Newnan, Georgia. Westfield on top 24-0 at halftime, so good news for the Hornets. And just dropped the pretzel that I got him.
Oh, Coach, you got some scores down here on the bottom scroll.
So Stratford losing over in Milledgeville, the Ville, 26-6. So it looks like that streak will continue. I did not get a George Walton Loganville score. I looked for that one. Thomas Jefferson losing to Bullock Academy 21-0 down in the crow's nest of a press box over there in Bullock County. And then St. Anne Pacelli at halftime up 22-0 on Strong Rock. And look at this score right here. I don't know how good Crawford County is, but Brookstone 51-9.
Crawford County's not real good.
Not very good. But this was a little surprising. I know it's the favorite is winning, but 21-6. I thought that would be a little worse, Coach.
Yeah, man. It's
Tatnall over around the cells.
Is Tatnall having the proverbial? Can we use this term? The proverbial hangover after their big win.
Stratford last week.
Yeah.
So a big win.
And thumped Stratford last week.
Was that at home for Tatnall?
That was
on the road.
That was at
Cantrell Stadium. So we're about set here for the second half. I mean, to me, it's kind of business as usual this in the second half for Westfield. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Well, they say, stack, you hear coaches all the time say stack days, stack good practice days. To me, Westfield to become, next level, getting to where we want to be, stack some quarters, stack some.
We did that for preseason fun one time, didn't we, Coach? Or was that?
Golf
balls.
Oh, gosh.
My bad.
Stack golf balls. Wow.
Sorry.
That was, can I give another score?
Yeah, man. What you got?
Chattahoochee River 1, Westfield 8th grade 0. Or 6 maybe?
What?
Chattahoochee River.
What is that?
Chattahoochee River.
Well, we almost died today. Chattahoochee River 1.
I got you.
The
Westfield 8th grade
just got
0.
dumped.
Hey, let me add another name. Owen Cox went out of the boat twice today. There's a screenshot of Owen Cox going around. He's staring death in the face.
I'm just glad everybody made it back okay.
You really, truly have said some prayers of thanks on behalf of what you just said.
Rankin puts that one straight up in the air in the middle of the field. Not going to be much of a return, but didn't get a lot of distance on the kick. Heritage will start around the 30-yard line.
You were talking about stacking quarters. When I was a teenager, I used to stack dimes on my elbow.
Yeah, I remember that
and
game.
like catch them.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's a good game.
Yeah.
No, I think, look, if we're all being honest, Westfield's been inconsistent at times this year, and if you can just build a little consistency, we've been consistent this half, so let's keep being consistent.
I think the message at halftime from Coach Campbell has got to be, guys, look, keep doing what you're doing on defense.
Right.
And then on offense, let's just run the ball and just run the clock.
But look at it as a big picture for the program in terms of getting better, being more quality on more downs.
Poorly timed jet sweep.
Yeah, that looked like the jet sweep man got in front of the quarterback too far.
It's happened a couple times tonight, and it's easy to diagnose when that happens. Neil O'Brien on the tackle for a loss of, let's call it 1.5.
I tell you what, that train is loud all of a sudden. 2nd down and 12.
My previous employer, my first coaching gig, there was a train track right behind the home bleachers, and they would stop the game. Some referees would, some wouldn't.
Same thing used to happen in Woodbury. This train that goes by in Flint River.
They're just trying to pass the ball.
Oh, no. I tell you what, they had him open, too, for if he stops and sits down, number 7, Dominic DeGilio. I'm butchering that last name. Apologies. But if he sits down there, he may have a play.
I don't know who this guy is, but evidently there's a social media star named Charlie D'Amelio.
This is Dominic.
I think that's right. Maybe my daughter
DeGilio?
can tell me.
I'm going to go DeGilio.
DeGilio?
I'm going to go DeGilio.
DeGilio.
Let's say nice things because he might be in the mafia.
11-14. That is a bad stereotype. And I think they got a finger on it. Neil O'Brien there.
Little empty set, and they go a little out route, go out scheme to the boundary, to the 2 receiver side. I don't know, look, it's not for me to say. I don't know how you practice all this stuff, how you practice empty and gun and zone. Then you're in wing T, Coach. I mean, maybe I'm too old, but I did coach for a guy who coached for Ert Russell. And Ert Russell told this guy, said, stop trying to fool everybody and just get good at 6 plays to the right and 6 to the left.
Almost got him again, but it's going to be a penalty. We'll see. Normally, if you get the plant leg, that's going to be the 15-yarder. We'll see.
Yeah, that's field position looking good for the Hornets. And look, and
the penalty.
There's a penalty down.
The referee's flag is a little dingy. I guess maybe got a little mud on it.
And let me
running into the kicker.
Wow, that's huge. You decline that then, I guess, if you're Heritage, right? Doesn't benefit you any. They don't tack it on to the end of the run. You don't want to re-kick it.
I would re-kick it.
Well, I
mean, with that field position, I'd re-kick it.
I get what you're saying, but they've had 2 punts blocked tonight.
I mean, yeah, but they basically it's the line. They got the ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So I would re-kick it and just hope we block them up. That's just me. And that's what they've chosen to do.
They're going to do it. You know more than I do.
You guys keep arguing on that, and I'm just going to eat this pretzel.
Hey, I'm not arguing with Coach Fowler anymore.
I don't listen. I'm good on a lot of stuff except for knowing the referee's hand signals. I don't know what they are. I thought I did, but throughout the season I've proven over and over again I don't.
That pretzel's a little bit sweeter than most.
I don't know. It's hard to chew. It's like the got that kick away. That's going to be over our head. Wise decision there. Out of bounds, fine.
Wow.
Heritage is going to be happy with that.
Huge difference in field position, but Westfield has shown the propensity to drive the ball down the field.
Ooh, that's an AP level word there.
Yeah.
Propensity.
Got to throw out the vocabulary from time to time. I'm no Stephen A. Smith, but
preposterous.
Well, doesn't he like the Cowboys or something? I can't.
Nah, he can't stand the Cowboys.
I don't know. It's just.
No, he's a New York guy. New York, big Knicks fan. I knew that.
It's hard for me to watch all the talking heads. It's.
Little downhill run with Jackson Hare finding space, makes a good feed.
That was a good cut. Nice vision there.
Look at Matthew Powers getting downfield, fitting up on secondary guys.
They're going to give him 10 in the first down, I believe.
That's a good cut.
Really good feet. Short, choppy steps there while in traffic. Got a lot of natural, God-given ability there. Again with space, meets contact, but takes the pile to a 5-yard gain. Hare just continues to rack up the yards, Coach.
Yeah, and just you want that clock ticking. Just, get – I like how we came out of the gates with that identity with him running the ball on a wet surface. Got Nick Free coming in now with some depth at running back. And he's running the ball hard as well tonight.
2nd and 5 for the Hornets. Almost all sides. You may see Westfield come back with a throw off of that play right there.
That's a good play by their secondary guy running downhill, number 4.
Maybe a half-yard gain there, 3rd and 4, we'll call it.
Landon Freeman. He showed some speed, Freeman did.
Yeah, that's good eyes by you there, Brett. I like that, too. If there's a little play action off of that, I think they'll have something up the seam wide open as that safety runs down.
Yeah, Trey Hardy is who I had in mind.
On the out route there, a little zig out is what I call that. And it's Mason Eason for a gain and breaks a tackle.
Ooh.
That's about a 15-yard gain, though, for a first down.
Did Mason Eason look comfortable or what, catching up? A little bit behind him.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be high, but he got up there nicely.
But choked it down and kind of controlled his body.
What do you call that route there, Coach Farmer? What's that route called for you?
Zig out, I like.
I call it zig out. But, I mean, you may have different terms.
I like it, zig out.
Z out. I mean, if he's a slot guy, he's a Z.
Yeah.
Zig out, zig in.
That's what I've always called it. But that zig in, it's, I don't know, kind of can sometimes be an angle route. But Gay's going to have to, found an open man sitting in the zone. Jackson.
Whoa, look at that shake.
Oh,
look at that shake.
Running away.
Oh, he grabbed it.
You got the old T-shirt. That's why you don't wear the long T-shirt. Go with the 80s half cut.
Right. And he ripped it. So it's really hanging low now. But Jackson St. Clair on a big game down inside the 5-yard line for the Hornets.
Coach Fowler was an 80s T-shirt guy. Back in the 80s, everybody, half T-shirt. Show your belly button.
Got to show it off. That's back when I used to have abs, Coach.
Man.
That was a long time ago.
Well, hey, but then we changed to pretzels.
Yeah, now we're
that pretzel's pretty good.
Pretzel strong. T-backfield.
So the T-backfield,
T-formation.
Going to run the power off tackle to O'Brien, and he maybe gets a yard, but going to be second goal now from the 2. So I thought on the pass play, the big pass play there, St. Clair did a good job of finding a hole in that zone and just kind of sitting down.
Presenting a good target.
Yep, absolutely.
A lot of weapons.
So second down and 3. I tell you what, one thing that you can definitely say when Gay has a little bit of time, he's been pretty deadly this year. That's really killed Westfield against the bigger competition. It's been getting him enough time. There's been plays to be had down the field.
Not quite sure what the problem is.
I mean, even you look back at that Bleckley game, I went back and watched some plays. I mean, they had some kids wide open, some good scheme, just couldn't keep them upright long enough.
Just some speed on the other side. Now the power to Reddick, and he's going to power in the end zone off the left side.
I will say this. If you're a defensive coordinator in our league, and listen, we're young in spots, I don't know how much you want to match wits with Coach Campbell because of the unknown.
Right.
I mean, there's so many exotic sets and motions. I'm not saying it's a lot of different plays, especially run plays. I mean, we run some zone and some gap scheme stuff. But, man, he's going to give you a lot of eye candy and sets. And if you don't really have a lot of history, if you catch Westfield in the playoffs and you're defensive coordinator, you're kind of worried a little.
30-0 your score, now 31-0. Westfield, I believe, after I look, I think they are the 12 seed.
Right.
So they would go to Stratford in the current standings.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of football left to play in that kind of Macon region, so we'll see how that shakes out. But
I'm just letting you know, I would assume that even a big loss for Stratford to John Millage, that would not affect that a whole lot. That should help their strength of schedule.
Well, you can look if you look at the Max Preps rankings on a desktop computer, it actually gives you the gap between the spaces, right? So how far you'd have to go to pass the guy in front of you,
right?
And there's a big separation right before our spot. So we're probably going to kind of be stuck right there.
Right.
We've beaten some of the teams behind us.
Is there a separation behind us, I'm assuming, too?
Well, I don't know, but I know we've beaten one of the, like Strong Rock was right behind us, and or maybe they've been right in front of us. Actually, I think.
Yeah, Strong Rock, I think, is right in front of us.
Well, then I guess they would stay there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big spot, but so a couple of scores from around the league. Valwood is got a really good squad this year. They're up 35-13 at the half over Terrell.
Are they a AAA? Will they go into the AAA bracket?
That's a region game, AAA region game. Yeah. Valwood is the one team that I'm not going to say can challenge John Millage, but that's a bad break for Heritage as he slips inside the 5-yard line. Great kick again by Weston.
So 7:13 to go, 1st and 10 for the Heritage Hawks.
Briarwood over Piedmont 20-0. Southland losing to Brookwood 13-7 at the half. That's another South region game region matchup.
That's a team in the softball I expect to see in the AA is Piedmont girls.
Yeah, I would expect.
They've been very good. They pushed Westfield good this year.
Listen, they have one of the best athletes in the GIA
in basketball.
Any class.
You talking about the basketball girl?
The Holder girl.
Marissa.
She plays softball and basketball. Yeah.
But basketball, she is ridiculous.
They won a state championship in golf.
We're playing them in basketball this year, by the way.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Maybe for them. That's a safety.
Michael, he's on the hit.
Might be
That's an incomplete pass. What a play!
Poor. I think that young man is hurt, but that was
I hope he's all right.
a big hit.
Number 0.
Let's see it here on the replay.
I hope Miguel Owens is okay.
Ooh, he just got. Who is that? Number 4 for us.
Michael Easom.
Wow. I keep forgetting that's his number this year.
I think that may be the old concussion worries there because he's kind of.
Well, his head kind of snapped back, which is not the right thing you want to see.
The good thing is he's wiggling his legs.
I think the Atlanta Braves offense had a concussion.
Don't even start. I thought you weren't going to talk about that.
I just can't get over it emotionally right now. It used to take me about a week to get over Georgia Southern losses.
You should be over it because after game 1, you were calling the series over on Facebook.
But wait a minute. All right, so anybody who
somebody attacked him.
any of the Westfield fans, actually, Coach Tom Mobley came back to me, and I told him at church on Sunday. I said it is Brett's way of psychologically coping with them not doing well.
Oh, yeah. I've tried to talk so bad about them that it might go the other way.
Right. In fact, I think next year I'm going to become a Phillies fan just to see if my bad luck will rub off on them.
I can't do that. Oof. You just can't. And here's the thing. And here's another reason why I got over that loss so quickly. There's an old, I think I may have said this on air before. There's an old ESPN writer. I don't think he's with ESPN anymore, but his name was Bill Simmons. He's a Boston guy, but whatever.
Wicked smart.
But he had this little theory, and he had a name for the theory, and I can't remember the name, but it was basically that once your team wins a national championship or a world championship, just 5 years that you can't complain about anything else.
I think I know where you were going with that. You can't complain because within 5 years, if your team doesn't do well.
Right. So you have like this. There's this window that you have that you've won a world championship, so you've got to be good. And frankly, that 21 world championship was so much fun the way it played out. I mean, we
kind of stole it though, in my opinion.
Well, and that led to how good it felt.
We played well, but my thing is the thing that I don't like about the 21 win, and I loved it, but I still think it plays into my theory about the whole wild card situation. I think it has the reverse effect is what MLB thought it was going to do. It actually gave the winner of the wild card series the advantage, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I just think, it's 5 days. I mean, it just seems like a built-in excuse.
Well, I get it if there wasn't a lot of evidence to back it up. I mean, look, 3 of the 4 teams that are in the LCSs are all wild card teams.
One more than half. One more than half the teams advanced.
Yeah, but only 4 teams are in it, so only one team broke the streak. 6:27. Not sure why the clock's running unless we're just in a mercy rule situation.
Situation, yeah.
So 3rd down and 10 here.
So Sorry, a minute ago was a little awkward air silence, but I had to take a phone call from one of our parents. Anyway, it was nothing. But Red and I are kind of our game administrators tonight because we are a little short on staff. So I had to make sure nothing was going on. But I just want to know who made the hit.
Oh, Michael Eason, right?
Michael Eason.
Yeah, I really wanted to reply. Kind of busy, but I didn't.
But
it's okay.
It's all good because
we're going to show the replay here too.
Our fan base is the bomb. There's
number 4 Eason, as you saw there.
Yeah, so Coach made a good point there, and I don't want to take your thunder, Coach, but you were talking about how fun it is to be around this group of parents and kids.
They go fake punt, and we run it down from behind.
And take the ball away, not that it matters.
Either way, it's our ball. Jackson St. Clair.
Wow.
Was that St. Clair or Spence?
I think number 1.
Was it 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, one of the Jacksons.
Wow.
We'll go with St. Clair. Good play.
One of the JS's, right?
That's right.
Hey, I'm still in your top.
St. Clair sometimes will give you, Jackson will give you sometimes a long sock night. He'll go long socks.
Mm-hmm.
Today he's going with the short socks, probably because it's wet.
It's wet socks up your leg. Yeah,
I like it.
It'll be drooping.
A little swag.
So we're under 5 minutes to go with the running clock here. I wonder if we'll see some youngsters.
There's that.
But no, gonna still stick with Braden.
I don't know if I've ever seen a fake punt down 31-0 deep in your own territory.
Yeah, Coach, I don't.
Well, wait up.
Maybe a yard or two, and I don't mean this ugly.
We saw one a few weeks ago. Blakely did it up 42 to whatever.
Yeah, this is down 31-0, and your punt team's been bad.
Yeah,
just from your own end zone.
From a coaching standpoint,
so
at that point, I want to work on punt.
You deserve what you get.
But hold on, you see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I want to work on punt,
and you need to.
I agree.
We've had 2 block. I want to work on punt,
exactly.
not fake punt.
Coach Farmer more than once. Probably about 3 times this season in middle school. It was a deal where it was like we're across midfield but barely, and should we punt? Should we whatever? And Coach Farmer said, "Coach, we need to work on punt." I'm like, "I want to go for it." But we need to work on punt. He was obviously right.
Hey, I like it.
Well, listen. I coach for a good head coach. He's been good to me. So
off tackle run there. I didn't see who ran the ball. We probably need to call his name. So.
I did not have
Nick Free, I think. Coach Black helped me out over here.
Hornets got a chance to really put this one away. I mean, it's Westfield. This game's now. This is about finishing the deal and
with a running clock, Coach, and 2 teams that should run the ball primarily the rest of the way. I would think this one will be over in about 23 minutes.
Yeah, well, considering all the roundabouts, we'll be.
It's 9:09.
It's easy to get stuck on that thing. Little high snap.
Quiz time. What city in America was just made the top 5 worst driving cities in terms of its residents being the worst drivers?
Atlanta?
No, you told me this on the way up, so I'm not going to say
Macon, Georgia.
Macon, number 4.
Conga.
Really? I tell you what, who's not very good at driving in the state of Georgia? People in Lowndes County. I lived there for a few years.
Okay.
Not good at all.
Idletown.
Warner Robins, Friday, 5 o'clock. No thanks.
Hey, today was bad getting out of all 41 anywhere in that area.
You know what movie quote I think about every time I go around the roundabout? It's Big Ben Parliament.
National Lampoons.
European Vacation, yeah. Look, it's Big Ben Parliament.
Russ, yeah, Dad?
My camera guys are dancing over here.
To Miley Cyrus. That says a lot about you guys.
I need to look for better help. I'm kidding. I got to take what I can get.
Brett, I can walk home.
Weston Rankin has had a great night kicking the ball.
And shout out not only to Weston, great kicks, but the kickoff coverage team has been really good.
That's it. Look at all. I mean, you got some, a lot of skill guys on that kickoff.
Some dudes out there. Another good kick deep into that corner, Coach. He's kind of perfected that kick.
Another drop.
He's having some problems.
Yeah, he is. This is not going to be good.
Yeah, they're going to start out. That's going to give him the ball about the 10 or 11 yard line.
That's the old And I think their guy banged his head on the turf. Hope he's all right. Kind of got slammed down.
Catching the ball is not my area of expertise, but I would think on a wet night, that's the one you want to kind of trap in here, right? Maybe other than catching the hands.
I'd catch
any kickoff, you're supposed to be kind of
I catch with the body there, but most of the
tried
time,
to catch that ball hands in front of his face.
You shouldn't be fielding the kickoff like that anyway.
Kickoffs that come down from a high distance or from a high altitude like that, you catch normally cradle it.
You got to, yeah, absolutely.
But now, if it's coming at you, you got to get your hands on it because if it gets into your body, it's bouncing
off.
off.
That was a conventional kickoff, and you got to work your feet and get back and cradle it.
Like you don't cradle a slant.
Right.
That drives me crazy. Good pass right there.
Heritage with a completion for about 5 yards, maybe 6.
See, I think this is good for them. Get your young guy some work throwing the football. They quarter roll him out to the right in just a nice little curl route.
Yeah, sitting in that little dead area.
2nd down and 4.
But it's a good way to get an interception right here.
No doubt about that.
These guys in the white are got to be thinking, let's get a cheap one here. Like that right there.
I don't know what the scheme is at Heritage. Michael Eason. Get in there, Michael.
Come back.
Pick 6, Michael Eason.
If Dr. Eason,
he's listening.
Megan are listening at home.
They're listening.
I would like to think I helped speak that into existence. So can I get like a little credit on that?
You get credit.
You want Brett to put something on the?
No, I don't. I just
Michael Eason.
I was proud for my boy Michael. Had a good game.
Heck yeah.
Had a really good
He's
game.
played well this year. You call his name out all the time.
Touchdown.
Michael
44.
Eason.
Hey, you notice how that it automatically does that?
Yeah. Automatically.
I'm sorry. I'm enthralled by the fact that I can do that.
This one's kind of getting out of hand. If you're Heritage,
so
you got to stop chunking.
I have something serious to talk to you as a history man.
Yes, sir.
In the 4th quarter when we get there.
Okay.
As we're into the 3rd quarter, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with my topic of conversation here. You're watching Hornet Football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
So what exactly is #Houston Healthy? #Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you. Upload it to your favorite social media platform and use the #Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, #Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow. What's up, Houston County? It's Megan. Today we are at the Community Education Department at Houston Health Pavilion with the nurse manager, Miss Danielle Ray. We are here to learn a little bit more about Educare and what it has to offer. So Danielle, tell us a little bit about Educare and what it means and what you guys do here.
So we are the part of the hospital that offers
And we
education
are
advice.
back here into the 4th quarter. Your score, Westfield on top, 44-0 here in the start of the 4th quarter. So I've been watching a lot of JFK stuff. So I got to get your opinion on
Here
this.
we go.
Oh, no.
More random songs.
I mean, are you a lone gunman guy, or are you a?
Look.
I'm not a conspiracy theory guy. Now, I'm a lone gunman guy. I don't know where Coach Farmer stands on that.
On the record, I'm a lone gunman guy, but were things crazy? CIA. I mean, just the complexities of Jimmy Hoffa and just all that era. Think about the unions and I don't know. On paper, for the record, I'm a lone gunman guy, but there were a lot of complexities.
A lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, that's
So translation, I'm a lone gunman guy, but I'm not ruling out the possibility that it could have happened. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's the absolute complexity. We always talk about complexity. Yeah, I mean.
Jay Free hustling across to grab the tee.
I'm sure that everybody at home appreciates me bringing that up, but it's something that I had to discuss with Coach Farmer.
Man, I mean, that's a fun era to teach. Like Cuban Missile Crisis. I mean, good night.
Looks like maybe an offsides. Official's going to let it go. Pickett
Michael
scrambles this way.
Michael Eason's got to fit that block up a little better. You probably saw that Coach Fowler kind of duck inside, going to press it, be a two-way player. I say that, but I
Listen, they for the kickoff, Heritage is out pretty quick to receive it, and we kind of stayed in the huddle, and I could hear the White Hat yelling from up here, "Get them out of the huddle, let's go!" So I would expect them to not throw many flags.
Yeah, they're probably tired of being wet.
They're looking at that clock running, thinking we can get out of here.
Everybody just wants to put on a pair of dry socks.
Got a couple of young guys in, some backups.
They're just going to let it roll.
Yeah, they're not calling anything.
Who's 58 for us? Let's get a rooster.
Oh, that's 19, Neil O'Brien with the tackle.
58 is Rooks Lawson. My man Rooks Lawson gets some PT.
57 also, Coach, and 77.
Yeah, get all the youngsters in there. We want to make sure their names get
Luke
called.
Wicker, we're going to get some names. Luke Wicker in the house. Braxton Gay.
60, yep.
13.
Wilson Griffiths, Coach. There's a
57. Who was 57? Did you say that? Linebacker?
57 is Law Leonard.
Law Leonard at linebacker. Okay, 24.
How about Wilson Griffiths plays a little linebacker?
3rd and 13.
I think we got a Cameron Stain sighting.
Ben Holbert. Cameron Staines, I think, is injured. Coach.
Oh, he is. Sorry, wrong number. That's a Hunter Habsburger.
Oh, double H. Not to be confused with wrestler Triple H.
But I've always called him Haberdashery because I couldn't say his name. The Haberdashery. At the Haberdashery, I love some Hunter Habsburger. That's a good dude.
Broken very long, and Mr. Ben Holbert deep to receive the punt. Probably too deep.
Who's 16? Jack
Ham?
Jack Doster.
Jack Ham. Shout out to Jack Ham. Graduated a few years ago.
Jack
Doster, yeah. No
Jack.
snap on the punt.
Were we also
get some
Go get it, Ben. Go get it, though.
Whoa. Too far
now.
What about
Cuts back. Cuts up. Ben Holbert. One man to beat. Holbert makes a move. He's going to get caught. What a great return.
And the sidelines erupting. That guy, everybody loves Ben Holbert. And rightly so.
Oh, there's a flag that came in, too. Dang.
Yeah, it still doesn't.
The highlight stage.
Yeah.
That goes on the highlight reel. They don't want to see the flag.
So,
they may have thrown the flag when they thought he was going to break it just to kind of keep the score down a little bit. You never know. Sometimes when you get a lopsided score, you kind of gotta understand they're going to sometimes look for things to call to keep the score down, or not call to keep the clock running.
or like when some people are allowed to get like a minute in the huddle to draw up a play,
or a minute and a half.
Yeah, and then you say something like, "Hey, that's got to be the late." But coach, you're beating. Look,
that sounds like a middle school story.
What? It definitely might be a middle school story, and it definitely did not involve Tatnall.
Well, my thing is, we don't get to change the rules because of the.
It wasn't. It was it was a 2-touchdown game. I think it wasn't.
Yeah, it's not egregious, but I mean,
that's Wyatt Stevens.
Great cut.
Wyatt Stevens on the carry with a gain of about 8.
Good tackle by their guy, number 6.
Brock Johnson in at quarterback. We got some. I see Maddox Davies and number 12, Coach. Who's that? Help me out.
12 is Ben Holbert.
Oh, that is Ben Holbert.
I don't know, but I can tell you this. Johnson did a great job of actually securing the snap.
What number is Smith-Rigdon? Is he in there?
That ball got on him in a hurry.
Oh, Smith-Rigdon is 53. I can't see all the linemen.
It looks like maybe Law Leonard has replaced his brother at center. Low snap, handled by Johnson.
Another runs over a player.
Broken tackle, but he does get hit for no gain. Trying to see some of these lineman numbers here.
53's in there. There's a Smith-Rigdon sighting.
I got to think that
57 also, Coach.
Westfield's going to bust one here.
57, Law Dog.
Oh, is Law not the center? I may have that wrong. Yeah, he is the center. Coach Black says yes.
What movie? Law Don't Go Around Here.
I know that movie. What movie is that?
Oh, my gosh. If y'all can't name
Say it again.
Law Don't Go Around Here. You got me, Mr. Kansas City Law Dog. Tombstone.
Oh, yeah. That's your favorite movie. I should have just guessed that. Johnson pulls it, trying to get to the edge. He's going to get there and get the first down.
Go, Johnson.
And
I was
blocked
calling
down
John.
the
Oh,
sideline.
wow.
He's out of bounds at about the 10-yard
Tell you
line.
what, he had a little bit of a gear there.
I'm telling you, that dude is skilled in many areas, throwing, passing, running, kicking.
Good cut there.
He made a pass in the JV game a couple of weeks ago that was really impressive. Fit it kind of in between two defenders in the zone. We're going to call it the 11-yard line now. So first down and 10 from the 11, not first and goal.
Win hoots in the game. Obviously, win starts a lot on both sides of the
defense.
ball. But, I mean, he started one game at wide receiver.
50.
I think we're a little banged up. But, yeah, you're right.
He plays a good bit on defense. He's got some speed, too.
Yeah.
He's a track guy, I guess.
Right in and cuts back, and he's going to score.
Boom.
And the Young Bucks getting excited. Now look at that little zone blocking.
Love seeing the older guys come in for PAT, really celebrating with those young guys.
Those are program building things right there.
Look at Will McClain. We hadn't called his name out much, but he does a great job.
Will battling a little cold or something. He's been kind of hacking up along all day.
I can't imagine why anybody would have a cold in this weather.
It's going around. My daughter's been fighting it too, but hopefully she's on the back end of it.
Just get the Chattahoochee. It'll clear things out.
Well, I tell you what, you lose kind of a heartbreaker last week. Coming on the road and being up 51, hopefully 52-0 with 5.5 to go in the game on a running clock, that'll help out a lot.
Yeah, that's look. Obviously, we head into two tough opponents in Brookstone and Pacelli. But you know, I'm just telling you, dude. I think we're trending up, especially long term, big picture.
But playing your best football. I mean, really going into the end of the season. I mean, two tough opponents coming up. Obviously, you hope for the best there. But even thinking past that,
best
playoffs,
big picture,
right.
program.
Kind of an interesting deal, and it's this is not a Fowler Farmer, pat on the back. That's not what I'm getting at here. And frankly, it wasn't all just us, but the team next year, all four classes will have been undefeated in middle school. I think that's right, at least for one of their years since 8th grade. But anyway, you hope that translates into success at the varsity level.
Yeah, I think culturally, some of these kids, I mean, look, Trey Hardy's middle school year, I think they had a good year. I know Trey battled some injuries in middle school.
Yeah, he got hurt, I think.
So I think there's a culture of winning there with these kids.
Yeah.
I think Kenny's making fun of me.
Well, tell Kenny that he can't do that. He's not here. Has to be in person to do it.
That's a good point, Coach Fowler. I appreciate that.
Good thing is
he doesn't have enough hair to do that.
Oh my, I'm not going there.
I'm trying to help you out, Kenny. Nothing personal. I'm just trying to help a guy out.
That's a big man, Kenny. I'll stand with Kenny.
My usual comeback. It doesn't work with him because he's too tall. But my usual comeback is, I'm sorry, you're too short to ride this ride. So
yeah,
but
Kenny's about the same height as you.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. So.
Yeah, Kenny's actually over on the coast in South Carolina at Myrtle Beach.
Oh, well, he could make fun of me because
he's got family over in that area.
That's a one-up for sure.
But me and him been texting about the Braves the last week or so, and I think he kind of had the same thought you did on them, Coach Fowler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
like the championship window thought, or the?
No, not the championship window, but I think just the thought that after that first game, you kind of knew that it was not going to happen.
And we stole the second game,
right?
I mean, really,
absolutely. But I kind of thought maybe
that might wake us up a little bit. Me too. So I kind of got on that too.
But I just.
But there's one guy, and really, I'd add Spencer Strider to this list because he pitched well enough twice to win the game.
Yeah. Riley played really good.
Riley's the guy you can't say a negative word about.
Number 7, said Luke Wicker in on that tackle, Coach.
Luke Wicker.
Great young man, came to Westfield last year. And just Julian Berrigan's in the game, Coach.
Oh, Berrigan. Julian. What number is Julian?
75.
Never mind. I see his physique. You can't mistake it. The way he carries himself.
He's kind of a wrestler. I don't know if you want to mess with Julian.
Yeah, he's got
a wrestler.
He's got. Remember what you said about Josh Jenkins? About
wolf eyes. Julian's got the wolf eye.
Wolf eyes.
I don't know what I'm
Josh
getting from that.
Jenkins.
Kind of scares me.
It's good to see some of those guys.
A couple weeks ago,
A
right?
couple weeks ago, and I'm really looking forward already to next year's reunion of the 14 team. Coach Farmer will get to take part in
The
that.
only sad thing I'll say about that is I really think that 15 team should have got one as well.
Oh, don't.
It makes Coach Farmer and I
one injury away. I think.
I think the play on the quarterback thing was the deal. I mean,
you see
not
how you
blowing the whistle when Ryan was kind of I think.
Well, it hurt. It hurt him. Took him out of the game, and then we just bogged down.
Don't remind me of the 365 yards that Bellwood threw for that night. Oh, gosh. Now, they had some dudes.
They did have some dudes now. There's no doubt.
But we had the ball and a chance to win the game.
Westfield had some dudes, too, though.
We did.
That was a long pitch. Goodness gracious.
That was more like a
was that Sammy running that down from behind?
Well, the backbreaker in that game, now that we brought it up, so good, was the slant go, the slow go, where the guy made the diving catch.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and watch that again.
Yeah, the go-ahead score.
I can't watch it again.
I always watch it up until.
How you watch that? Dude, no way I'd watch that. No way.
Tell you what, Coach, I felt like in the second half, I felt like Coach Jones had it going. I assume Coach Jones was still calling plays. Then he
was.
I felt like he had it rolling, especially going on that drive. Just crazy things happen in football.
Mercifully, Heritage has decided to run the ball.
And I think that's going to be the last play of the game.
It will. I think that'll wrap us up.
So, I mean, just a great ball game all the way around for the Westfield Hornets. They are victorious. A huge win, 52-0, and I just appreciate you guys coming.
You want to talk about player of the game?
Yeah,
we haven't done
absolutely.
That lately. And I'd like to give a shout out for Jackson Hare. He really ran the ball hard.
Yeah, and we didn't do one last week. He could have been it last week too.
Yeah, this will be our Sonic player of the game. I don't have the logo up, but yeah, I thought Jackson Hare played great. I also thought that the defensive line played really good early and kept any momentum. And how about the special teams?
Yeah, shout out to I was just going to say punt return, but the PAT was clean all night too. So
yeah, so great game all the way around for Westfield. Probably their most complete ball game of this season. And you got to think that Coach Campbell likes, as y'all mentioned multiple times during the broadcast, you like the way that your team is trending here towards the end of the season. You pick up a big region victory.
Yep.
You got two big contests against some tough opponents coming up, but hey, you never know. Football's a funny game. That's why it's an oblong ball. You never know what might happen, and hopefully they can just keep continuing to get better from week to week.
absolutely, and they've done that so far. So we'd expect nothing less.
Congratulations to our guys.
Yep.
So we'll say so long here tonight. Your score 52-0. Westfield wins. Everybody be safe traveling home. Again, check out tomorrow at the Hornets' Nest. The Lady Hornets are on the diamond tomorrow. Hopefully they can punch their ticket at 1 o'clock, game number 1. They will have 2 games tomorrow if there's required. I believe if game is on Monday. Hopefully that will not be needed, but nonetheless. And then be sure to head over to Columbus next week. Hopefully the Lady Hornets will be there and trying to defend their title again. Westfield wins here tonight. Thank you, Coach Farmer, Coach Fowler, Carson Smith, and Trent Jackson for helping me out. I've been Brett Taylor saying so long right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.